what it do when it's doing it. Got this work ride. About an hour. What's going on? Let's see what we get in here. But these Oregon fans. These Oregon fans are funny, man. I guess they say they want Ohio State to call them the team out west. Y'all call us this. Call us the team out west. What up, y'all? What up? Morning. I'm sleepy. I took a Tylenol Advil PM. I just took a half and I'm still sleepy from last night. Boy. Yeah. There's no rest for the weary. But yeah, Oregon wants to be called the team out west by Ohio State. That is so funny to me. They want to be called the team out west. That team out west. Oh, that is so funny. Ohio State fans, y'all better respect their wishes and call them that team out west. Respect their wishes. They want to be called that team out west. So y'all go and call them it. I know y'all stubborn, but respect the Ducks' wishes and call them that team out west. They want y'all scared to say their name. So y'all better call them it. It's only right. It's only right that you call them that. You know? They done came to the Big Ten and they want some respect. Y'all better call them that team out west or they gonna get y'all. They say they coming to they giving themselves a name and they kicking butt. And not in that order. Well, I guess in that order. And they gave themselves a nickname and they coming for y'all. We just lying in the weeds. We ain't gonna say nothing. The champ is a sleeping giant right now. But yeah. You know, let's see what y'all saying. Yeah, the team out west. Hey, Daniel Henry, you better call them that. You better call them that team out west, or they gonna have something for y'all. They ain't playing. Don't get that Donald Duck mascot confused. They coming for y'all. They want y'all to be scared of them. They didn't say us. They want y'all to be scared of them. They want y'all to not say their name. They want y'all to say that team out west. We gotta go play that team out west. So don't get that Donald Duck confused. They out for business and they coming for y'all. They coming for you, Buckeyes. This is what they said. This is what they said. They ain't worried about us. They worried about y'all. So they want y'all scared of them. You, Buckeyes. Hey, don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. They say they coming for y'all, OSU, and you better watch out. If you don't say our name, if you say Oregon, we gonna hang 100 on y'all. We gonna hang 100 on y'all. You better not say Oregon. You better say that team out west. You better say it. You bet. If I bet not hear, or if I hear or, I'm just gonna spring on you. I bet not see you fix your lips and say, or you better say that team, or I'm coming for you. They coming for y'all. They ain't playing. Oh, whew, whew. Oh my God, boy. But what else? let me stop. What? What else is going on? We ain't getting much from practice. You know, I guess with practice now it's you get nothing. You get nothing coming out of practice. That's what's going on with us. We ain't getting nothing out of practice, boy. That closed practice is killing me right now. Them closed practices are killing me. And I get it. I do get it. You can focus in, you know. You got that bunker mentality, you know. We get into it. We don't want no media. We don't want no fans. I get it. You know. But this is where I go back at it though. Just like, and this is just an example, Ohio State. They charging fans to come to practice certain days. Fans can go to practice. Making that money for NIL. It's just an idea. That's the name of the game now. You got to get that guap. You got to get that money however you can. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't be a bad idea to have the fans, you know, have tickets for fans on a Wednesday or a Thursday or a Tuesday and a Thursday or something. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I'm thinking. But hey, I get what they, you know, the bunker mentality, because we ain't getting nothing out of practice. All we getting is quotes from press conferences and stuff. You know, Will Johnson's press conference and stuff like that, or that's all we getting out of practice right now. It's quite horrible for us. It's horrible. You know, for someone, or most of us follow the team like crazy. So right now it's horrible. Because I watch so much OSU content. It's just flooding my feed with their practices, their practice notes. What happened? 5 things we took out of practice. Will Howard looked like this at practice. The defense. Chip Kelly talking about practice. It's just going crazy. What Jeremiah Smith did at practice. I'm like, God dang, Michigan, you're killing me, Petey. You're killing me, Smalls. I'm not getting nothing. I can't front. It's horrible right now. It's horrible. You know, because we really ain't getting much. You're getting some pictures and stuff like that, but an actual report from what's going on, you're not getting much. I think Sam Webb posted a video the other day, but it was Will Johnson and, you know, the press conference notes from these different players. That ain't enough for me. I'm thirsty. That ain't enough for me. I'm thirsty. Tell me what is going on, please. Somebody. Like, this is just crazy. Let's see. Johnny, I don't want nothing going outside of the program. All you going to do is make these silly Michigan fans start making stupid comments. We ain't heard nothing. Season starts in like 3 weeks. Yeah, they got these closed practices. So you're not gonna hear much, you know. You're not gonna hear much. You got these closed practices right now. And I get it. I do get it. But, you know, I just think about it. Okay, how can we make and improve the program? Improving the program right now is figuring out how to make money with NIL to bring players back, to bring players back and also make up some money. It ain't like you gotta open it up for fans every day. I would say maybe 1 day or 2 days out the week. Get that money. But I understand if they don't want to do it. Like, I understand both ways. I'm just saying, you could make some money, but being as everything we had going on this year, it's probably right to have closed practices, and they normally do have closed practices. So this isn't something new. And with the chaos we got going on right now, it probably is probably is right to keep that going, you know. But for the future, I would like to see them do that. I would definitely like to see them open up a couple practices a week for fans. You got to pay, but that's NIL money for the program. But what did I get coming out of there? I ain't get much. Will Johnson was talking about the defense. The defense looks the same for the most part, you know. Looks the same. There's just different calls and things like that, you know. Of course, the wink isn't Don Brown, you know. We keep getting that, you know. But honestly, all that type of stuff is stuff we knew. That's stuff we know. We know that stuff. What we want to know and what everybody else wants to know is who's quarterback one and how those quarterbacks are looking. That's what we all want to know. Like, let's not kid ourselves. That's what we all want to know. How that starting offensive line is looking and how that quarterback is looking. Who's QB1? Who is it? Who's looking good? Who's taking the steps? Who's looking consistent? You know, that's everything right now, and you know, it's killing me. It's killing me not to know what's going on, bro. I promise you. Like, it is killing me. So we just gotta wait. There's gonna be some more reports, but they're just gonna be reports. Like, somebody's gonna write an article pretty soon, and we're gonna get some reports from maybe Sam Webb again or somebody. But you know, Orgy has been doing good. Derangement against Orgy is crazy. Y'all got it lucky with Rich Rod and Brady Hope, but then days to work. But yeah, we'll get a report, but it's just when I'm watching Ohio State and they can do in-depth reports. Like, these dudes have watched all of practice. You know what I'm saying? They're getting in-depth, you know. So we just gotta wait. I did see Rashawn Benny is back practicing. I'm not sure how far along he is. I think that was Rashawn Benny. It was just a picture, but I think he had like 2 knee braces on, so I'm not sure if he'll be able to play, if he's gonna play with that or what. But it is still kind of early for him coming back from that surgery. But that's a good thing, because Rashawn Benny is a sideline to sideline type D tackle. Like, if he gets back to normal, if he gets back to what he was, hopefully, let's hope that he can. Mason Graham, Kenneth Grant, and him, like, those dudes are some of the most athletic defensive tackles, like, I've ever seen on one team, honestly. And it's crazy that we had those 3 plus Chris Jenkins. You know, it was crazy that you had that last year, because all 3 of those dudes will get after you. Like, they're kind of sideline to sideline type of guys, which sounds crazy for defensive tackles, but it's the truth. Like, those dudes will be somewhere you don't expect them to be. they will be somewhere where you're like, did I just get tackled by a defensive tackle 15 yards down the field? Yes. Yeah, like those dudes are some athletic freaks. You know, the freaks list. Oh yeah, the freaks list came out. I think what was it? Kenneth Grant was what, top 5. Then you had Orgy. I think he was 13. Then you had Klein was on there. You know, the tight end, and the other person slips my mind. I can't think of who the other person was. Oh, it's Will Johnson. You know, so that tells you the type of athletes and dudes that Michigan has on the roster. You know, to have 4 dudes on that list, and all 4 of these dudes will contribute this year. You know, all 4 of them will have a part to play. You know, even Klein being a backup tight end, he's gonna play a big part. Michigan uses a lot of 2 tight end sets, and Loveland will split out wide a lot this year. He did it a lot last year, but with Michigan not having a real proven number 1 receiver, Loveland's gonna be on the outside being that number 1 a lot more this year. Like, I think this year, I believe they're gonna use him more like Georgia used Brock Bowers, to where it's like this dude is our number 1 receiver. Yeah, he's our number 1 tight end too, but he's the number 1 receiver. I think that's how they're going to use him this year. And honestly, they should. He's got all the potential, and he's got the height, he's got the speed, the catching ability. Hey, use him like that if you have to. You know, he's got all the tools. He's got all the tools. That's what you have to do. Adjust your team. You adjust your team to. You don't try to do the same thing you did last year, unless you have the same team as last year. We don't got the same team as last year, so you got to tweak and adjust everything to match this team. You get what I'm saying? You got to tweak and adjust everything to match this team. What does this mean? What will be this team's strengths and weaknesses? You know, so you adjust accordingly. If Orgy's the starter, we already know he's not going to be as accurate as JJ. Okay, but what is his strength? He's a physical stud. JJ was frail. I know somebody got mad when I said he was frail. He was. Every time JJ got hit, he was limping or whatever. Now he played through it, which makes him tough, but that still don't mean he's not frail. You got to understand the difference. You know, JJ was tough, but he still had kind of a frail body. When he took a hit, he was limping almost every time. You know what I'm saying? So you're not going to get the accuracy. You're not going to get that great third down percentage or that great completion percentage from Orgy. Okay, well, I need some more yards on the ground. It's just simple as that. It ain't hard to tweak a team and to understand what you got to do. If I can't get as much accuracy, what can you give me? Oh, you're a freak of nature running the ball. Okay, give me some rushing yards. Oh, problem solved. It ain't that hard. Like, that's just what it is. You cannot like it. It's just the fact of what you have to do. You tweak the team to what these quarterbacks do well, what these players do well. You know what I'm saying? You tweak it to however you have to. And that even comes to, and even with that, you got a bunch of fast receivers now. Now, are they good at running deep routes? We'll see. I've seen Tyler Morris get deep a few times, but JJ would always miss him. So I know he can because I've seen it. But we'll have to wait and see, can the rest of those dudes, who can get deep, who's a deep threat. If there's not a consistent one, these dudes are quick. All of these dudes are quick and fast. So the underneath game, drags, slants, the RPOs that my boy Antoine always brings up, taking those short routes, these dudes are type of guys that can take a short route to the house because they're all fast, they're all quick. You know what I'm saying? Fred Moore in the spring game, he took a 10-yard slant, 50 yards. Those are the types of things that these guys can do. I don't need to see them I don't need to see them prove that. That's what they're going to be able to do, because that's the type of football players they are. They're quick, they're fast. You know, so that's why I think the short game is going to give us more dividends than it did last year. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't, and this is the other thing, and this surprised me, if I'm going to be honest. This surprised me. It surprised me that we didn't get more out of the deep ball last year, because JJ, once we got into Big Ten play, we didn't throw deep. Well, I won't say Big Ten play. Once we got into big time games, JJ wasn't throwing no deep balls. Even if it was there, he wasn't throwing it. He wasn't throwing that deep ball. I don't think he trusted it that much. So I think he decided to not throw it. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen plays where Roman wide open deep. Like, I've seen the plays where we've had dudes open deep and JJ just didn't see it or decided not to throw it. You know what I'm saying? And it surprises me that we won a championship not getting those big time chunk plays like that. You know what I'm saying? We didn't get it. We would get plays where we might get 25, 30 yards and this is out of the pass game, 25, 30 yards from Loveland or from Roman Wilson. Not 40 yards, not 50 yards. You get what I'm saying? We'd get a 25-yard pass to Roman, a 20-yard pass, maybe 30. That's stretching it. That's stretching it. Once we got into big time games, you know, it might have been 30. That's almost stretching it though, if I'm gonna be honest. You know, most of these plays were like 20-yard throws, maybe 25. And if he got some more, he had to run and get it. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't get JJ throwing it a 50-yard bomb, a 40-yard bomb where it's 40. It's in the air for 40 and 50 yards. We didn't get that. So that surprised me, honestly. That was a surprise that we won a championship not getting that. But, you know, the way we ran it on Washington, you know, it really didn't matter. You know, Bama, we got that big play on the 4th and 2 where Blake got like 30 or 40 yards, you know. He was wide open by himself, you know. JJ threw it 5 yards. But so it's gonna be interesting to see, because we really haven't thrown deep. JJ didn't throw deep much because I don't think JJ really trusted his deep throwing. That's just my opinion. I don't think he really trusted it. Because 2022, we saw him go most of the season missing it like crazy, missing those throws. And then against Ohio State, he was good 2022. Then TCU, he was hitting those deep throws, you know. What's good, y'all? What's good? But yeah, he missed a lot of those throws. So it's gonna be interesting for me to see how we throw it this year. You know, who can throw it? Can Orgy throw the deep ball? We saw Davis Warren hit one in the spring game. That's the spring game. Take it with a grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? Jack Tuttle, can he throw the deep ball? You know? Because you can get away without it, as we saw last year, but it's always nice to have it. It's always nice to be able to have that deep bomb. You know? It's always nice to have it. Yeah, it's always nice to have that deep bomb. Offensive line, it's going to be interesting to see. I've got faith that the offensive line is going to be good. You know? The proof is in the pudding with Sharon Moore. This dude knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing with this offensive line. You know, and this is a thing that a lot of our rival fans and other people in other spaces don't realize. Michigan is gonna have a new offensive line, but these guys aren't freshmen. These guys are red shirt juniors and red shirt sophomores. And then you got Miles Hinton, who started some last year, who put on, I think they say he put on weight, but he leaned down. Yeah, that's the report, that he put on weight. He leaned down. He looks leaner, but he added muscle. He said, I feel like I finally got my grown man strength. So they say Miles Hinton is pushing dudes around for real, like he's manhandling dudes. That's what they say. And he says he feels like he's got his grown man strength. You got his name slips my mind, but you got the transfer from Northwestern who's started, you know, so he's gonna start for sure. But the rest of those dudes, and El Hadi, you know, everybody talks about him. But the rest of those dudes that will start, they're all upperclassmen. They're red shirt sophomores. They're red shirt juniors. So these guys have waited their time and have been learning, have been grinding. And it's my time to shine. It's my time. It's not like you just got, okay, we have to play these dudes. No, there's a bunch of them. So, but they're all upperclassmen. Whoever's the best gets the start, of course. But it's not like we've got a whole new offensive line full of freshmen. We're screwed. We're screwed. We got nothing but freshmen, some sophomores, some true sophomores. Like, no, these dudes are upperclassmen that have waited their time. They've been learning, getting their reps, body right, and it's their time. It's their time to shine. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we got, as Michigan fans, that's why we're not, oh, it's over. That's not our mindset, because we know what's going on, you know? I can touch on this Stallion stuff. I really don't want to. I'm not going to touch on anything that's going on. It's just it's just our rivals. They were going crazy over these last couple days, and on Sunday, boy, they've been going crazy. They've been going crazy, boy. You would have thought these dudes done won the lottery. I never seen it. You would have thought won the lottery, boy. That NOA getting dropped by ESPN, which is a draft, you know, so nothing is a fact yet of what's going to happen to us. And these boys are running with it. I've never seen this before. People running with something and being so happy Like these dudes, or how our rival fan bases, you know, the single dudes, they wasn't on Pornhub this weekend, these last few days and Sunday. They wasn't on Pornhub or none of that. They was reading that NOA. They was up at night reading that NOA like, oh yes. Oh. Hey. They wasn't on that, y'all. Like, bruh, like they've been going crazy. Like, this is like, y'all, I've never seen some people be this happy. Like, they going crazy. Like, calm down. Like, calm down. Like, y'all is too happy for me. Like, this is crazy. Like, these people happy like they just like I've seen people less happy when they've had kids. I've seen people less happy when their newborn son came in the world. Like, y'all got to calm down. This is crazy. Like, like this is crazy, bro. The amount of joy that they're getting out of this, like, bro, this isn't a fact or anything that what's gonna happen to Michigan. Like, it's not. So I don't. This is my thing, and you know, I never want to get too happy about something before I know it's a fact. You get what I'm saying? Like, if somebody was to say, Johnny, I'm gonna give you $50,000 on Friday, I'm not gonna get overly happy until the $50,000 is in my hand. You get what I'm saying? And to me, they setting themselves up to be mad because it's not a fact yet. It's not a fact of what's gonna happen to Michigan. You know what I'm saying? Like, that, in a way, it's not a fact of, okay, Michigan's title's going to be vacated. They're going to lose wins. They're going to lose half of their scholarships. It's not a fact yet. So if I'm them, I wouldn't be getting myself happy, like, you know, that the real hammer is hidden. That's how I am. You know what I'm saying? That's why I don't get so happy about recruiting. Because I got to see this kid sign on the dotted line, and we got him. But these dudes I've never seen people be this happy over a draft, an NOA draft. Like, boy, when I tell you that championship got these boys where they getting happy about anything they hear negative about Michigan, boy, they running with it. This is crazy. Anything, these boys is running with it. Like, I've never seen this level of joy from a draft, like from a notice of allegation draft. You don't even know what the punishment will be for a fact. Not from opinions from people on Twitter and YouTube. Not opinions. I'm talking about a fact of this is what's going to happen to Michigan. Y'all setting yourself up for failure. They setting themselves up for failure to be mad again. Because if it's not the hammer that you want or that they expect, they going to be mad again. And then you know what I'm finna do. I'm finna get on here laughing and cooking. So that's why I'm just sitting back and waiting. But it's still funny to see them, you know, watching this stuff like it's Pornhub for them. Like, y'all getting too happy, boy. Now calm down. Boy, y'all got to calm down, because y'all got to calm down. Y'all getting happy like y'all just beat us in the game. Because guess what? Regardless of what comes out from that NOA, y'all still gonna have to play that game. That NOA, do I got to start it again? That NOA ain't gonna save y'all. Y'all still gonna have to line up and play against Mason Graham, against Kenneth Grant, against Will Johnson, against Donovan Edwards. Y'all still gonna have to play against Barham, against Josiah Stewart, against Derek Moore. Y'all still gonna line up and play. So you can get, you want to get happy about a notice of allegations, that a draft, might I say, but then you still got to back it up in November. Now just think, they getting all this joy right now, and then they lose again in November. Them boys is taking every glimmer of hope that they can have of some type of semblance of joy, because we the champs. Because we the champs. So they got to get their joy in right now however they can get it. So I understand. They got to get their joy however they can get it, because we the champs. You know? And I hate to break it to them, that title ain't getting vacated. You know why? And I'm going to say this and I'm going to get out of here. The title's not going to get vacated. You know why? The NCAA can't take away something they didn't give you. They didn't give us the championship. And they already said that it was a valid championship. So which one is it? We were the college football playoff champions, not the NCAA champions. This isn't college basketball. You know, when you see that, when you watch college basketball, the tournament, you always see the NCAA symbol everywhere. You know, the NCAA tournament. That's what it's called, right? It's not the college football playoff. It's not the NCAA championship, college football championship. It's not that. It's the college football playoff championship. So that's what I think. But hey, I could be wrong. I could be, but to me, you can't take away something you didn't give. And then in the playoff, I already said, hey, they're in. But you know, hey, it's neither here nor there. We just gotta wait and find out. And I don't touch on this allegation stuff because, or this scandal stuff, because I don't like to really talk about it. I like to talk football and facts. All this stuff is opinion. You get what I'm saying? I like to talk facts, analysis, not just opinion. Right now, everybody's just got opinions on this Stallion stuff. Twitter opinions, YouTube opinions, Facebook opinions. It's all opinions. Even the people that make the reports, that Pete Thamel and whoever else, it's opinion. I want to talk about facts. I don't want to talk allegations and breaking news, Michigan college Stallions this. I don't care. If I'm going to be real, I don't care. I want to talk football. I like to talk football. You know, Buckeye Scoop and them, they get off on that stuff. You know, Minister Sports, Zach and Chris, I know they talk about that stuff because that they talk about everything. You know, they kind of talk about everything. So I get it. You know, but I don't like to talk about this stuff. Whether it was Ohio State, whether it was Michigan, I like to talk football. That's what I like to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I built my channel off of, is talking analysis, you know, with a little rant, some rants and some humor in there. That's what I talk about. And that's why you see me go dead when all this stuff is going on. I could get on here and talk about it and it would probably help my channel grow. But I don't like to talk about it. You get what I'm saying? It just doesn't do anything for me. So that's why I don't get on here, because it probably would help me get more views, but I don't like to talk about it. You know, so that's it. But they want that title gone. That title probably ain't going nowhere. It's just not likely. Exactly. It's middle school gossip, and I don't got time for it. And I just it don't do nothing for me. I like football. I like to talk football on the field, stuff like that. But that's all I got, y'all. Let me go in here and get to work. Great. So, like, share, subscribe, and as always, go blue.